Aliens, hop on your TARDIS you're listening to another episode of Doctor... Huh? Religion is real?
Okay, I guess atheism's confirmed false.
I guess I didn't want religion in my Doctor Who.
Now I've seen everything. We watched every episode.
I'm your Neo-Judean brother, Jordan Kidd.
I'm the prince, the fool, the bastard, the shithead, Sam.
This week we are watching the Series 2,
Episode 9, The Satan Pit!
The Satan Pit Khaleesi!
Written by... I've also been saying The Satan Pit Khaleesi all day, I don't know why. Written by Matt Jones, directed by James Strong.
Well, this was a strong... They bring him in, a lot of people don't know this. They bring in James Strong when they want the episode to be strong, and I thought this one was a pretty strong episode.
I've been jonesing for a rewatch ever since I finished it.
Yeah.
I'm Satan.
Well, good for you, because I think I've cumulatively watched this episode 3 times in the past 2 days, because let me tell you, last night I tried to watch it, and my attention was shot for various reasons, because I was doing some very cognitively intense video gaming activities. Then I tried to watch it, and then I gave up.
Were you playing Baba Is You again?
No. If you really want to know, I was Final Fantasy raiding.
Wait, sorry. You were doing a raid?
No! No! I did a raid, and then I sat down and tried to watch Doctor Who. And I'm a fucking nerd. Someone stick me in a locker. I need to get it. I was raiding, and I was too hopped up on energy to focus on Doctor Who. Do you want to know the real sad thing? So when you play Final Fantasy, if you are a loser, which I'm partially one, you turn on a program called ACT, and it tells you how good you're doing, and
it gives you little stickers.
It gives you little stickers in the form of a number, and that number is a different color depending on how good you're doing. And my number was the best it's ever been last night, and I was so excited about it that's why I couldn't focus on the episode of Doctor Who.
You couldn't hear the episode over how loudly you were patting yourself
clapping
on the back,
and cheering, and I was.
They're just like there's just.
Oh my god, I'm being killed by the Ood! Oh no! And then today I tried to watch it, and I just got home from work, and I was really tired from that, and I was still hopped up on energy from that good number.
Shut up!
And then, 71, by the way. And then
Well, really?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just kidding.
Holy shit. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand now.
And then I watched the whole episode again, and then I was like, I got the first part and I got the end part, but I needed to get a dip of the middle. So I've rewatched the middle part, and so I've seen the episode about 2 times, maybe 2.5 times.
You Dr. Hud this episode of Doctor Who.
I watched, I just was rolling random minutes of the episode to pay attention to. But when I put it all together in my mind, I think, but I don't know that there was a good episode in there. So I'm going to need you to confirm. Was it good? Did you like it?
Yeah, you liked this episode. I did
like this episode, and I really liked the PlayStation 2 Satan that we got to see. I really liked
Jordan, that was not in the episode. That was in Final Fantasy. I really liked
the Doom 3 fucking Baron of Hell that we got to see chained up in the pit. That was... I gotta say, not to jump way to the very end of the episode, but when we do see the PlayStation Satan... I was really surprised, having already seen this episode in a past life, that they did just show PlayStation Satan. Mm-hmm. And he was there, and he looked very good. And I liked him. I liked him. It
looked alright.
I like PlayStation graphics.
It looked alright.
I like PlayStation.
We're still in standard def because this is before the hit episode Army of the Dead.
Standard def is the def that I like, because I don't need to think about Lady Christina de Souza.
Yeah, who we learned apparently has a series of audio dramas.
Oh my god, because one wasn't enough. We gotta know she's so cool, Sam.
Although I think I looked it up. Those are not old. Those are not from around the time of that episode. Those were like a couple years ago.
For our Patreon, once we get like $100,000 a month, you can subject us, because I'm sure that each of them costs like $20.
I know that we can't really seriously discuss this in any realistic capacity, but I found out that the Rutan, the green globule from Horror of Fang Rock, appears in like an adventure game.
Oh, we could stream it or something. I don't know.
Maybe someday. Previously on Doctor Who, in whatever episode came before this,
The Impossible Planet it was called.
They're on. I don't know that they ever said the name of the planet, but there's a planet that's locked in orbit around a black hole, and there's a power source that causes it to be locked in orbit around a black hole.
They do call it like Sanctuary Base 8, but that's not the planet, that's the station.
Sure. And they lost the TARDIS. We don't really ever find out what's up with
They
that,
do just kind of get it back later, which was kind of funny.
God did it. There's like some weird mysterious devil text on some stuff. We meet the Ood, who are described as a basic slave race.
Yeah, how do you feel about Ood, by the way? We're going to see these guys a couple more times.
Well, I didn't really get a sense that I met the Ood in this. Well, they were possessed for the entire episode.
How do you feel about the way they look, though? It's kind of yucky, if you ask me.
They look kind of yucky. I'm also confused, and nobody explained this to me, but...
No.
There's another alien that I saw on YouTube when I was pulling up one of the theme songs on the Doctor Who channel, because it ends with, like, a nasty alien Slender Man in a suit going... And that they look so much like the Ood, but they don't have tentacle mouths.
They just got nasty face. Sam.
Yeah, so I don't know what's up with that, but the Ood are basic
on tentacle beards.
The only thing more offensive than being called a slave is being called a basic slave. And the Ood are basic slaves.
They got a translation orb in one hand and a complicated Starbucks drink in another. Am I right, folks?
Idiot.
The Ood are possessed by Satan. And
they're swirling the translation stones.
Here's the motherfucking tea. I didn't want to.
There's a guy who we will learn is named Toby. He has devil words on his face. The Ood are possessed. The pit is open and the beast is free. That's
the beast below. Is it a big whale? What if they went down there and it was a big whale?
Oh man, I think I don't remember if I wrote down that I should have made a joke about the beast below. Folks. Well, I have another title for it. This episode aired on the Saturday after 666, lest we forget.
That's pretty fucking cool.
I bet the BBC viewers were really chill about that.
Yeah.
So there's some gun people. We're now in the episode. There's some gun people. One of them is Jefferson.
Some real Call of Duty-esque guns. They have like a P90 or whatever it's called.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We meet Jefferson, who is a guy, and there's a woman who dies immediately.
His name is not Jefferson. His name is Mr. Jefferson.
Mr. Jefferson.
Yeah.
There's another guy in a different room who we will learn is named Zachary. He's the captain.
He spends
I got a vibe that he was appointed captain because the captain died.
I think you're right. He seemed inexperienced, but he spends all the episodes sitting in a chair pushing buttons.
Yes, they say it 5 times.
But
he says that they're stabilizing, which is one of the best things to do.
Yeah, this is a Rose Doctor episode. A Rose Tennant. Do you think they hired Tennant because he's got Tennant in his name? Yeah. Or maybe he changed his last name from Fivant to Tennant when he got the role as a tip of the hat.
There was some scheduling conflicts, so they actually had to have Christopher 11 Eccleston do the 9th Doctor.
This is a new conspiracy theory. This is a Rusty era, right? This is Rusty.
He didn't write it.
But he didn't write it, but he ran the show, and when
I believe we are still in the Davies era.
Yes, and the Doctor is very, very like miles down underground. With
I believe they later say that it's 10 miles.
10 miles down on the surface of ? Standing next to a very big hole, and he's with a woman named Ida, I think, or Ida?
Ida, yeah.
Ida. Yeah.
There's another guy, Danny, who comes into the gun room and says that there's like 50 ood out there.
The ood are absolutely sickos, and they're really, I mean, let's just put it this way. I think that you don't need to be literally possessed by the devil to do a slave revolt. I think they were right to do it. I don't think the ood, I'm not joking here, I don't think the ood did anything wrong in the episode The Satan Pit.
I mean, well, they didn't do anything. They were possessed for the entire episode.
In fact, I think that's the only thing they didn't. I think the only thing they did wrong was that they didn't do this of their own accord.
You know, we have agreed on this podcast that we don't talk about racial segregation enough and stuff like that.
No.
So I cannot wait to watch the episode before this and see what the fuck is going on with the ood and the fact that they're a slave race, guys. They're a slave race, okay?
I don't think that it's too spoilery to say that the ood will come back in other episodes. And so we'll get to see the
and
ood
they will
alive.
always be slaves.
They'll always be slaves, and they'll say, "We like it. We like to be slaves."
It's the natural way. I assume not really.
We are naturally subservient to humans, and we would be sad if we were freed.
He says that they're using the interface device as a weapon.
It's their little orb that translates their ood language, and apparently you could touch it to a person and it'll kill them.
Yes, and the lady who I said we won't get her name, one of the ood bursts in and touches her with the orb, and she dies instantly.
So sad. She's one of the Ninth Doctor's companions, and we don't even know who she is. I know, right?
You'll notice in my notes at this point, because we hadn't learned the names yet, so I did refer to Zachary as stabilizing guy.
He's stabilizing. He's on his meds. And
stabilizing guy runs down the hallway. He sees all the ood and he goes, gulp. So he runs into the security room and he starts sealing all the doors. The fact that he's in the security room will be very important later for stupid reasons.
And we do, not quite yet, but a lot of this episode is spent with the ood just like using bolt cutters, fetching the bolt cutters
for like 20 minutes.
For like 20 minutes, and I don't know, there's something I cannot for the life of me tell what the time frame of this, because I'll tell you what, I'm
going to cut the next one now.
I liked what the look of this episode, in the sense that it was like very kind of industrial space tech, like big chunky yellow. Like, I like that. But I don't know if I like the ood with their bolt cutters. I think they could have had, like, laser cutters
sonic
or something.
Screwdriver.
Yeah, sonic screwdriver.
Hey, we found out between episodes that the first use of the sonic screwdriver with the second Doctor was literally as a screwdriver.
That is iconic and perfect. And we didn't even see the sonic screwdriver this week, which, thumbs up?
No.
It's good.
It went to hell. Where it belongs.
The Satan was like, I will take your favorite thing.
So what people need to understand about this episode is that everybody except for Zachary and... Okay, we got three groups. The Doctor and Ida are like down in space suits in a big hole.
In a big hole next to a bigger hole.
Jefferson Gun Guy, Danny entering the room guy,
Toby,
Rose the Rose guy.
And Toby the incel.
And Toby the regular guy. They are in what I guess we'll call the main room. And then Zachary the captain, the stabilizing man, he is in the security room. Okay.
I hope you remember that. And I hope you
write it
Vince.
Down on your face. And your eyes glow red.
And you breathe fire.
And you're literally the devil from the Bible.
It's time for Strategy 9. Strategy 9, by the way, is that they're gonna put everybody in sealed rooms, and then they're gonna open all the doors and eject the ood into space.
I don't know what. First of all, I don't know why they're so cryptic about it until they do say what it is, because they're like, Strategy 9, we have to do Strategy 9, we have to do, and then like 5 minutes later, they're like, we open the airlocks and all the ood get blasted out. I don't know why they were being mysterious about it. A. B. Why do they have a name for that? Why do they have a pre-planned strategy with a name for blasting all the ood into space?
To killing all their slaves, because probably in case something exactly like this happens.
Guess so.
The only thing they weren't accounting for is that they were possessed to do it.
So the Doctor and Ida are wearing these cool industrial-looking space suits that I really liked.
I like them a lot.
He contacts Rose on the radio. Rose, whatever happened at the end of the previous episode must have been a useless, fucking, stupid-ass cliffhanger. Because Rose was like, Doctor! Doctor! And then he's like, hello.
Yep. Hello, you've got Doc. Remember his classic catchphrase? The Doctor is in, he says.
he says, the seal opened up and the pit is open, just like the voice said. But he says, no sign of the beast.
I'm looking at my TV guide 2 days prior, and there it is.
So Rose is like, hey, are we going to talk about how it literally called itself Satan in the previous episode? And the doctor's like,
I'm too atheist for this shit.
But here's the thing with Ida. She is an explorer. She's an adventurer.
She wants
Zachary,
to go into
the stabilizing man, is asking her to come back.
You can just call him Zachary now. We know his name is Zachary.
No.
He's Captain Zach.
Ida,
Harkness.
the down there lady, is... Zachary orders Ida to come back up, and she just turns off the radio. She's like, no. I want to know what the hell is going on.
I want to go die in a big hole,
what the hell
she says. Hell
is going on. And why nothing's coming out of the pit?
It's a big hole. It's really deep.
A big hole.
What do you want from me? It's a big deep hole. What comes out of a big deep hole? I guess Satan. But yes. I like this. You know, sometimes when you can tell how real shit is getting when the doctor himself is like, I don't know about that, and he's just like,
I like that. He's like, I have a very strong impulse to jump into that hole and see what's inside.
But I probably shouldn't.
But, yeah, because he's like, whatever's inside there, that's exactly what it wants me to be doing right now.
Hey, doctor, come down here. There's so many cool things down here. There's like 1 million sonic screwdrivers. And these ones can do everything, not just some things. Have you noticed, by the way, the tenantism this doctor does all the fucking time, and I think it's starting to. I like Tennant a lot. I think
is it his silly faces?
It's his one specific face where he like crinkles his nose and he like his top lip goes up. He does it so many times. In this episode.
He does it a lot in this episode.
He does it so much.
This is the thing though, and I was talking about this with Lauren, is that I really, really, really want to judge this specifically Tennant and Smith eras. Not based on any cultural Tumblr baggage from when I was a teenager. I want to just put all that aside and look at this and say, what do I want out of Doctor Who? Am I getting it from this? And when I imagine that I've never seen any gifs of this guy and I've never seen anyone say anything really, really weird about him, I do like this Doctor Who.
I like this Doctor Who a lot. The more I see of this... more I see of Davies era Doctor Who, I just think this is the peak of New Who for me. I think it's really good. And also, I would say my viewpoint of this show is not colored by the cringe-ass Tumblr gift sets and horrible cringe-ass things that people are saying about the show. It's characterized by the cringe-ass shit that I said about this show when I was a child. Because I was the one saying that stuff, and I was the one thinking those things. But no, I take a step back, and I look at myself, and I look at my little 14-year-old self, and I see him, and I say, yeah, I get why you like this show. I think it's pretty good.
I want to say, this is jumping way ahead. This is like almost the end, but he does something in this episode that is so silly. Speaking of his silly faces, he does a silly voice when he's like, I'm taking you to hell, and I'm going with you.
I don't remember him doing Batman Ricky voice, but I'll have to. Maybe can you splice it in for when we get there?
Yeah, I'll splice it in when we get there. Get excited! We'll get there in 2 hours.
No, I have things to do, Sam.
You have nothing going on. Anyway, so they are all.
Jefferson is Toby. Last episode, Toby the Virgin, Toby the Incel, Toby the Archaeologist, was possessed by Satan, and he had beastly tattoos all over him, and he was a Satanist, and Jefferson's
he was embracing the suck.
Yeah, he was best embraced the suck.
Patreon.com/potting bros if you want to hear our episode on Beastly from
or just
4
watch
years
the
ago.
Fucking Jenny Nicholson video if you don't want to give us money. It's fine. Jefferson
that's a weird...
Don't give us money.
It's a weird approach.
Jefferson.
No, you have to give us money, or we're never going to watch the Doctor Who movie.
If you don't give us money, we're never going to watch the Doctor Who movie. And if you don't give us $200, we'll never listen to the Lady Christina D'Souza fucking audio dramas where she fucking does 100 backflips and makes out with like the king of sexy.
You'll never get our special series where we listen to the audio dramas and we dub ourselves in, so it's just like, I'm Lady Christina D'Souza, and then you and I are there like,
hey, I'm Sam!
And I'm Sam!
We're here too! Wow, she's so cool!
You tell him, Lady Christina!
You go, girl! Retzi Prey, Sir Basil Pike, long play? So Jefferson's gonna kill Toby. Which he should have done. I'm just going to say it. I think he should have killed Toby. But Rose advocates for Toby and says, it's clear that he's not possessed by the devil anymore. We saw the Satan screaming ghost, the screaming skull, go from... This is what I'm assuming happened. The screaming skull flew from Toby's mouth into all of the ood like a
skull.
Yeah, like the skull. Like those enemies from Doom, who I can't think of the names of right now.
Rose also says, if you're going to kill him, you might as well kill me too, which I don't know.
Understand why.
Was she also possessed? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But Jefferson's like, fine, but if he goes all weird again, then I will kill him.
I would love to see Rose covered in beefly tattoos, breathing fire. This is when, by the way, Ida tells Doctor that Strategy 9 is their super slave-killing strategy, where they just... blast all the ood out into space so good, so right, and I don't like it. She's
also there like, yes, we would flush out all the ood slaves into space, but it would be the devil's fault.
I have problems engaging with these characters, and maybe they had a really good justification for their slavery in episode 1. Just kidding. But like, all of these people are
J.K. Rowling voice. They love it.
They love it. Like
the
all
pitfalls
of, these
of
people,
activism.
Who I'm supposed to empathize with are like using slave labor for their means, and like, you know, they're trying to kill all of their slaves because they got possessed by the devil. Can't you just do an exorcism? No. Fuck, that would have been way better.
No,
they should have done mass exorcism.
So the ood all speak simultaneously in beast voice. They say cryptic stuff about darkness, mode. Like I'm playing Kingdom Hearts again.
This part rules, where the Doctor's like, Are you saying? Before that happens, Zachary reveals that he's representing the Torchwood Archive. What the fuck is Torchwood?
I don't know. This is only like 3 episodes before Army of Ghosts.
There was Torchwood Institute, and there's Torchwood Archive, and then there's the Torchwood like big alien fuckfest.
Torchwood Sex Ranch.
When we get to watch, when people give us enough money, that we get to find out like when Jack Harkness was sucking and fucking.
Always.
But then
the Doctor here is like, which beast am I talking to? Because there's so many there's billions of religions in the universe these days. He rattles a few of them off, which I liked. The Archifets, Coldonity, Christianity, Pash, Neo-Judaism, San Clar, the Church of the Tin Vagabond.
A couple things. I like that Christianity seems to have outlived Judaism in its nascent form. Like, what happened? What happened to the great Jewish Reformation?
We all saw the light about Jesus.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
In the future, they're all Jews for Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn it. There's so many.
We lost.
This is such a British thing to me, that they're like, in the future there will be Christianity and Neo-Judaism. We win.
Which is Christianity.
Yeah.
So the beast is like, I am all of those
me.
Devils.
That's me.
He says this. I don't know what this line meant. I thought I would understand it later, but he says, "This one knows me as I know him, the killer of his own kind."
I mean, I guess this is hinting at some nebulous actions that the Doctor took in the Time War.
I guess so.
Where he single-handedly went around with a big knife and he just stabbed all the other Time Lords, I guess.
We get some great Final Fantasy XIV lore here. The devil says that the Disciples of Light rose up against it and chained it into the Satan pit before time. And the Doctor's like,
what do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about with Final Fantasy XIV? Is it just because they said Disciples of Light?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Okay.
This just seems like some shit that would happen if I haven't played it. I mean, I have. I didn't like it and I stopped playing, but
If people who have played Final Fantasy 14 right now are screaming at their computers at you right now.
Because I didn't like it?
No, just because of something you said. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But they did this before the universe existed, and this is like the one thing. Like, he's like, I can accept Satan, but before time?
He even said, like, I can accept, like, alternate universes, but what I cannot accept is something happening before time existed.
What is before the universe? This is impossible.
I think this is an interesting episode for the Doctor, like, reckoning with his own...
No, I like
things that he thinks are logical, but he's realizing are just beliefs. Like the devil says it here. It's like, what makes you think that that's impossible? Your religion, and he thinks about it. He's like, I guess it's a belief that I hold.
For sure, I like that though. I like when the Doctor's been around. He's been around for anywhere between 900 and 2,000 years, depending on which Doctor you're looking at. So I do like the fact that sometimes he has to confront the fact that he doesn't know everything, and he gets kind of freaked out by it.
Yeah, then the Beast calls Toby a virgin.
The Beast goes full Psycho Mantis on the crew of this space station. He's like, Toby, I saw you playing Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball. Did you like the jiggle physics, you nasty little boy?
I was playing it for the articles.
I just really like the volleyball game. I do like that he calls out Zachary for being, like, nervous for being a captain.
Uh-huh.
Well, that it's just such a nothing of an insecurity to me. I mean, I guess I can't, like, call a guy out for his insecurity.
You has not even gone through the proper orientation procedures.
And then he says that Rose is gonna die in the episode after Army of Ghosts. He fucking
spoils Army of Ghosts.
You're gonna die in like 3 episodes, dude. And she's like, "What does that mean?"
You're gonna talk about dying in 3 episodes and then die in 4.
You'll see. He says she's going to die in a great battle, so I guess maybe Rose
He also calls her a valiant child, which is surprisingly nice.
Rose is going to, like, die at the Cybermandalic Battle of Helm's Deep, leading the fucking charge, where she goes, Rohirrim, and then she just dies, and that's how she dies.
I like the part at the end of this scene where the Beast reveals itself on the computer screen, and it's the fucking CGI devil monster.
I forgot that happened. The PlayStation 2 devil?
Yeah, and then Toby is like, that's the thing that was in my head, man. They all start freaking out and yelling.
Oh god.
Rose is like, Doctor, what did it mean about me dying? And he's like, don't you think that's a little presumptuous that you think that you're the valiant child, Rose? But she is, and she will.
And then the doctor like gives them a little pep talk about how cool humans are when they, except for the fact that they do slavery. He doesn't bring it up.
He gives them a reason you rock speech.
Yeah, he says like, Toby, you're so good at playing Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball.
You're one of the best virgins.
And Zachary, you're a great captain. And Rose, you're gonna live a full, long, happy, healthy life.
And you're not valiant.
And you're not valiant.
And you're so old.
and Ida, your dad loves you, or whatever he said about your dad.
Yeah, there must have been a plot.
I hope I never fall down a big. I hope the cable doesn't break it right now. Whoa!
Yeah, but he does convince them that they need to be united against the devil, and then the elevator cable snaps and the comms go out. And they are stranded 10 miles down with less than an hour of oxygen.
55 minutes, actually. Fetch the bolt cutters! Here the Ood are. They've got them. They're ready to go. They're having a great time. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the album Fetch the Bolt Cutters as a title, but it just seems so relevant to this episode of Doctor Who, because they have bolt cutters.
Well, they did fetch them. They fetched them off screen, so it's not relevant. But
and
they start breaking into main room and security room where Zachary is, and it's very important that he's in the security room specifically, because he says, my door is harder to bolt
I've got
cut.
the best doors. I've got the best. You've never seen doors like these doors.
Jefferson says that their door has about 8 minutes before the Ood get through.
And
Zachary says, my door has until a critical moment before the Ood get through.
Let me tell you, Rose sees the Yaz test and she fucking smashes it, because in like 10 seconds, she just like rallies all the guys.
She steps up.
I like it. I like Rose helping out in the way that Rose can, which is telling people what to do.
Yeah,
it's good.
She is like, okay, Zachary, what can you do from that room? And Zachary's like, oh, we can reroute the power from the rocket to get the electricity back up, which I don't know if I mentioned.
We see the rocket later. Oh yeah, the lights go out. They can't do Strategy 9 because they need 100% power, so they have to play a little mini...
I don't know why they even bring it up. It doesn't happen. Well, they never do it.
They gotta play a mini game where there's like 3 energy tanks, and you press a button, and then 1 tank goes up and 1 tank goes down, and then you press another button and 2 tanks go up, and you gotta get all the tanks full if you want to do Strategy 9. And it takes Zachary so long to figure out this puzzle. You know the puzzle. That puzzle sucks. There's no way to solve that puzzle using your brain. You just press buttons until it works.
I'll be honest, you started describing the mechanics of a puzzle, and I just heard static.
It's a puzzle in every video game where you have to adjust the levels of a liquid until they're all full, and then you can get 3 lights to light up. You know the puzzle. It's in every video game. Video game.
Don't worry, no one will have heard anything you just said.
No, it's in every...
I'm just going to put static over it.
Leave this in. If you've played a video game where you have to adjust the level of 3 tanks full of liquid, and when one goes up, 2 of them go down, if you then give us $1 on patreon.com/pottingbros.
No, $5.
$5.
No, $100.
Fuck yeah, we're no, wait, I don't want to listen to the Lady Christina D'Souza audio dramas.
We're not that close. So Rose asks Toby what he knows about the pit. I guess his thing is that he's a soldier, but he is an archaeologist as a hobby or something. It doesn't matter.
He can read the devil text now because Satan was in his brain, I guess.
Right. She also tells Danny that his job is to figure out if there's a way to stop them without blasting them into space.
I was going to say, this is very much that joke from Futurama where it's like, we can use these sticks to make bows for bows and arrows. And then Danny just comes along and he says, yeah, I can use this gun to shoot them because he's got a gun. He's got a gun. I know how to stop the Ood. You kill him.
Ida, meanwhile, I love this, that they're just like, well, there's no way that we're getting back up there. So she just immediately starts like hooking up the broken cable to a winch so they can go into the pit.
She wants to go into that hole so fucking badly, and honestly, I can't blame her. If I was down there, I would want to go into the big hole. If I know that I'm probably going to die anyway, at least I'll...
Why not die worse?
I don't know what's going to happen.
The doctor says... I like that plan, except I'm going to go down, not you, because I'm special. I'm the main character.
He says it's half of a good plan, is what he says, because the audience isn't going to be interested in her going down a big hole.
No, that's true. It's half of a good episode. Jefferson is doing door activities while Danny is considering it would be so great to kill the Ood with bioweapons, but we don't... He's got a diary of all the ways he would love to kill their slaves.
What a strange, moment of an episode to be like, I could poison them with viruses if I had Ood-killing viruses. Well, you don't have Ood-killing viruses, Jefferson, so can you please come up with another plan?
I felt like a real disconnect from the United Kingdom in this scene, because Danny is like, brainstorm! We can disrupt the telepathy by da-da-da-da-da-da. And, Rose says, what happens to the Ood? And he says, it'll tank them, spark out. And she says, alright, do it. And I'm like... Are they speaking English right now?
Yeah, they're speaking future English.
It'll tank them, spark out? I literally don't know what I mean, we know later that it means that they will fall over on the floor.
They'll die. Eventually.
Do they die?
No, well, they die when they get blasted into outer space.
I mean, they die when they kill them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how most people die when they're killed. Danny says, of course, we can't kill all of our slaves from this room. We'll have to go to...
We have to go through a puzzle section.
We have to go through a puzzle section to kill all of our slaves.
We have to go through the chamber that requires one person to make a noble sacrifice for us to come out of the other end.
We have to pay for the Ood killing machine with a token made out of one of our lives.
Specifically, though, he says that they have to transmit his brain blast from the central monitor in Ood habitation, so the only way to kill the Ood is to go to the computer that's in their bedroom.
Yeah.
I don't know if I, as an Ood, would be too thrilled about it. Or if someone working on the ship was like, oh, can you scooch over so I can use that computer? I'd be like, why do you want to use that computer?
No.
Wait. What do you need it for?
What do you...
Like, why do you need?
Oh, that one's unplugged. Don't try to use
that one. Why do you need the killing me computer that I have to look at every time I go to bed?
I love when I get in my bed right next to my kill myself button. Just in case. It's
God,
like
I hope I never sleepwalk.
If I roll over onto that button, that's it. They have to crawl through the scary vent where you get to look at people's butts, and
this is very contrived, but it is what it is. There are access shafts throughout the facility, but they are for machines, so there's no oxygen supply. That also means that if you open them, oxygen doesn't go into them.
They've got super powered fans just blowing out at all times. Not to be Mr. Jeremy Cinnamon Sins, what kind of machine? Like, are they robots that are just like bleep blooping through the vents? What are these? Like, they're vent. They look like vents. Why are there vent bots? Where are the vent bots?
No, it's an access shaft. A vent would imply that there can be gas in it.
Yeah, this is a perfect vacuum of an access shaft because...
But they do have, like, a setup where you can push a button and oxygen will go into it.
You can use the scroll wheel. This is a co-op mechanic for this video game.
Did someone say scroll wheel? Do you want to hear my new scroll wheel?
Yeah, let's hear the scroll wheel. Yeah, that's the noise that makes, for the rest of the episode, as Zachary scrolls the oxygen bubble through the access shafts.
I should have done that on a window that wasn't my notes.
Yeah, that sucks. The doctor discusses the primal urge to throw yourself into a big deep hole.
I found my notes. Did you mention Zachary saying that I can drag a bubble around?
Yeah, he's gonna move the big oxygen bubble. And then I said that the doctor is discussing the primal urge to throw yourself into a big hole.
Ida says that it's something in our genetic heritage going back to when we were primates in the trees, wanting to jump into the Satan pit.
I think that our urge to jump into big deep holes might be something very primal and deep within our brains, but I don't think that it's about jumping into trees. I think it's
when monkeys used to be constantly jumping off the trees to their deaths.
The masculine urge to toss yourself into a bottomless hole.
She's confused. She saw me streaming Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey and constantly accidentally making monkeys jump to their deaths.
She's like, monkeys just love to do that.
And she thought that was like a nature documentary.
Listen, this is Darwinism. The monkeys who throw themselves to their deaths survive and pass on their genes. And so all monkeys want to throw themselves to their deaths because when they do that,
when they hit the ground, their semen splatters all over the place.
Into the awaiting
female specimen
vagina
takes a look and says, "That's good."
No, they're just wide open, ready to receive, and just a droplet or two. And this is how our ancestors reproduce. I'm a biology teacher. It's beautiful. Have you ever been to the zoo?
You won't be one for long when I send this to your boss.
No. You don't know my boss's name.
Granorma.
Fuck, how did you know about Granorma? Danny's got a big floppy disk that says
Sorry, what?
Danny's got
a big floppy what?
Danny's got a big floppy disk.
Oh, sorry, I misheard.
What do you think I said?
What?
What do you think I said?
Danny has a big swangin' disc.
Danny's flopping that disc all over the place, and it's got the program that will kill all the slaves.
This episode is nuts. I mean, it's not nuts. All the stuff with the beast, I think, is legitimately really good.
I don't know
Everything
why
with the ood is completely cranked.
I would go as far to say it's sparked the fuck out.
So I don't know what this was. They go into the tunnels. The access hatches,
vents,
and Rose is like, these tunnels stink. P.U.
Why was it because Danny's ass?
Because Danny's ass is in her face. Because
he's got a stinky ass.
That Danny has a stinky. Oh, you know what? In part 1, they talked about how Danny has stinky ass.
It's a disease that the Torchwood has yet to figure out how to cure.
Everything means something. Everything's a callback.
Every clue. We have to notice every detail. But Toby,
but Toby's behind Rose, so he looks at her butt and says,
"This is just like my video game, Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball. Nice jiggle physics. Your ass smells really good, Rose.
May your ass smell sweet as a rose."
Shut up.
Eventually they get to a door. There's a series of doors. This is very video game.
It's very
and Bentley is hacking and he says, "Oh, you need to protect me for a little bit longer.
Sly, I need you to put in the password. It's square, circle, triangle, triangle.
Alto, alto, tenor, tenor.
Sun, moon, day, night.
Spaghetti. So Zachary
what a delightfully racist little series those games are.
Zachary is pushing buttons, and he says the doors are just hold on. The doors are going to open, and please stop fighting. The oxygen's getting thinner, and you're getting irritable.
We see all of the loser crew are like crouched down, but the cool guy with the gun is like scooching backwards with his gun, shooting, so he can go extra slow. So he has to make a heroic.
Well, yes,
sacrifice.
because we didn't mention this, but this is where the Ood burst in, and we get some really good shots of the Ood like crawling on
so
all fours.
fast. They're going so fast,
crawling really fast at them menacingly
with their orb in their hand.
You know what the Ood kind of look like? Is they look like if a Bith was like getting really sloppy with some spaghetti and marinara sauce.
Yeah. Here's my thought about the Ood. If I was an Ood, or if I was wanting to maximize the efficiency of my slaves, I would probably
which you are always telling me you want to do.
It's kind of my thing. Is that I would give the Ood like a little strap for their orb so that they've got 2 free hands. I don't know why you would design your slaves to only have one, because they have to dual. Using bolt cutters is a 2.
Well, you're looking for a premium slave race. This is just a basic slave race.
That's the base. That's what basic means. They only have one hand and no power steering.
Doctor Who, what have you done?
Oh man.
Anyway. Yeah, so basically, blah, blah, blah. You can see exactly where this is going. Jefferson is holding them back, and they're like, come on, Jefferson, the door's closing.
No, I've got to make a heroic sacrifice. I'm old.
Zachary, you've done a good job captaining.
Kill me, please.
Yeah, I love that the Ood are like fast crawling at him, and he's like, Zachary, can you push the take oxygen out of this tunnel button so that I don't have to...
How quickly is he suffocated? Not to Cinnamon sins, but not... He, like, turns off the air, and Jefferson is dead in, like, 3 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta say, though, he's like, if I could choose the method of my death, I'd rather it not be at the hands of the Ood. And I'm like...
Don't they just shock you?
Man, I'd rather have an insta-death from touching the orb as opposed to asphyxiating.
Why does... Here's a question. Maybe this will be explained in Doctor Who, The Legend of the Ood audio drama. Why does the Ood orb have the capacity to kill their slave owners? I mean, cool, but like, why?
I was under the impression that it was that like the beast was doing something with them orbs.
Maybe it's a failsafe built into the Ood orb in case their slave owners are too mean, because they do like being slaves, but maybe their owners are. It's like if it gets so bad that they don't like being slaves, they do have the capacity to kill their owners really easily.
Look, okay, I need to ask you at this point, and I guess it's up to you if you want to answer me or not.
Are you going to ask me if I know? Go ahead.
When they say that they are a basic slave race, are we talking like a Harry Potter house elf situation where they are like, it is their natural way of life?
I legitimately don't remember. I just remember in later episodes the Ood are revealed to be like really cool and peaceful. But I don't remember anything beyond that.
I mean, I look forward to meeting them very not much, like this.
Yes, because I think if I remember correctly, and take this with a grain of salt... I feel like this episode is the first episode that the Ood race appear, and then in a later episode they'll be like, Ood, but then the Ood are like, hello, Doctor, we are good and nice, and we are your friend.
You.
We like Doctor. Because I remember in like later
episodes...
You
never blasted any of us out of a spaceship, right?
There's like heartwarming Ood moments later, I remember. They had like... They sing like Ood songs with their Ood orbs or something. It's like that last scene in... I was thinking it's that last scene in Detroit Become Human where all the androids singing beautiful spiritual. Remember how that game could not decide, like, remember when the game just was like, it's slavery, but then they just turns into Holocaust at
we
the
can't
end?
talk, I will literally go on for 4 hours about Detroit Become Human. You have shit to do.
I do have shit to do.
When I don't want to talk about it, you have shit to do.
Right.
So anyway, Zachary is like, okay, he pushes the air go away button, and he reports... Such and such Jefferson, deceased with honors.
I love that every time someone dies, Zachary has to, like, do a salute report for them where he says that they died valiantly.
I mean, I assume it's part of his job as the captain, but They all pay their respects, and then Zachary opens the next door, and there's just a bunch of ood standing there.
They're hanging out! What? They're going to their house. What did they expect?
Do they not need oxygen?
Nobody, maybe, I don't know. Nobody can get mad when they opened the door to my house and I'm in there. They're going to the ood habitation. What the fuck
that's
is
how
the
I
problem?
felt when I was over there.
Yeah. Huh, what are you doing in here?
Oh, come on!
And I'm sleeping right next to my kill me button.
Oh, Jordan, can you just scooch over?
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't
touch it. No!
I'm not touching it!
Is this the sibling
so
dynamic?
This part is fucking hilarious because... Also, I do want to say, it was really, really funny to have Jefferson make that honorable sacrifice and be like, You're gonna be okay without me.
And then they open the door. There's like 100 ood.
It's been an honor, and he's saluting them as he shoots all the ood back. And then they're like, "Goodbye, Jefferson." And then they open the next door. There's just ood like, "Hello,
we're going to kill you now." But listen, they're all being chased.
And Rose is like, "Oh, we can climb out through this grate that oxygen apparently doesn't pass through.
It's non-permeable."
She and Danny climb up. But then Toby, who we remember was possessed earlier,
in the last episode,
he hangs back and he looks at the ood and he has glowing red eyes.
And he shushes them.
And he shushes them and he's like, wink.
And
then he pretends, he's like, oh, help me.
He does like a gesture like, stay there, boys.
Yeah, he's like, hang back. I am actually evil still. Which, if they're all possessed by the beast, whatever. Anyway, the beast is just talking to himself.
Yeah, I was thinking of the same thing.
So Zachary, meanwhile, he finds a gun and he says, I have a gun with one bullet. I wonder if I will ever fire this or anyone will in this episode.
Do you notice that he said it was a bolt gun with one bolt and it's a bolt episode. I do like that Jefferson, who by the way, he's the Icelandic son of Jeffers, was the stupid joke that I was thinking of when you told me that his name was Jefferson.
That's really, really, really stupid.
Yeah, I know, right? He has like a P90 from Call of Duty, and it's like a real-ass gun, and then Zachary pulls out his bolt gun, and it's like a chunky-ass fucking
It's like the fucking cutter from Dead Space,
It's basically sick as fuck. I love it. Way cooler than this stupid Call of Duty gun. I'm glad Jefferson died. He died doing what he loved, shooting slaves.
Playing Call of Duty slaves.
but died with honors. Salute. The fuck is wrong with it?
R.I.P. Sergeant Thomas Jefferson.
The fuck is wrong with it? Did you see the thing? Some fucking Congress asshole was like 40% of Zoomers think that the Communist Manifesto is a better document of freedom and equality written by, she said, Karl Marx than the Declaration of Independence written by Thomas Jefferson, and I just fucking laughed my ass off.
The House today voted to condemn the horrors of socialism.
What are they doing? People have no health care.
Fucking idiots.
They're
anyway.
We salute our very smart government.
Okay, so they climb out and Toby winks at the ood on his way.
He does a jerk off motion just for a little levity.
Danny puts his thing in the thing and pushes the kill ood button, and all the ood go headache mode and fall down just in time.
Right.
They also got into the security room. Mm-hmm. Remember when Zachary was like, the security room will take a little bit longer to get into.
It's your door plus...
It's exactly as long as it took for them to push the ood headache button.
Right. Then do we cut to Doctor and the Doctor?
One of the best parts of the episode
I love this part.
The Doctor
in a void.
The Doctor in his cool suit lowering down into the void
by himself with his... Or no, he's talking to Ida about religion, and she says that she's oh
my god, we totally skipped over the part where after he gets in, when they're talking about monkeys, he gets in and he like rappels down.
Oh, when he says like
wall only goes down like 20 feet, and then beyond that it's just
nothing.
Void.
Right.
So she like lowers him down, and then we catch up to him again. So she's just like lowering him down, and literally all we see behind him is just pitch black. There's nothing.
It's so scary.
So creepy looking.
Yeah.
And he's just, like, monologuing and thinking to himself
like,
about, like...
Is it possible that this concept of the devil, you know, this being that has existed since before the universe, like, is it possible that it's sort of, what's the word, like, through osmosis just bled into every other religion and into people's minds?
Is it possible that the reason that so many cultures across the universe have this myth of the horned beast evil thing is because they are on some level thinking about this creature that's in this pit?
What I like about this, you know, the ambiguity of this whole thing is, like, we don't really ever get an answer about what this monster is or where it came from or who put it down here. It's and the fact that, you know, if we are to believe that this thing is older than the universe, it's like, you know, all of these beliefs we don't know, you know? It's
the fugitive doctor did it.
Fuck you! Don't make me think about that. I'm here living. Fuck you! Oh yeah, the fucking Maury they pointed the sonic screwdriver at the ground and it dug a hole 1,000 miles down, which is a thing it can do.
And then a puppy dog guy was there.
And then a triangle priest was, yeah.
Sorry, did I interrupt you making an actual point?
I was just saying that I like the fact that this entire episode, you know, when you're doing your time travel sci-fi show and you explore concepts of religion and your character is, you know, the whole thing about the doctor, he was there at Easter, but, like, I think it's good of the show to leave it a little bit ambiguous. So they're not like, I am Galba Gorbu, and I am 1 billion years old, and I was put down here because I killed all of the Xylotons. It's just like, yeah, there's a big PS2 monster in a hole. We don't know who he is. We don't know why he's there, but he's big and he's scary.
I have been down here since before the PlayStation 3. I felt, personally, that this was the devil.
I think so, too.
I think that exactly what Doctor Who...
No. Don't
call
him
that before. I think that the Doctor is right. I think that we all are soaking this fucker up and painting pictures of him and singing songs of him and backmasking about him.
Right. Led Zeppelin was like, the guy from the Beast episode of the Satan Pit is my dad. And then you play it backwards.
I like Doctor Who.
David Tennant is my favorite doctor.
So the Doctor runs out of cable, which means he's 10 miles into this
He says
pit,
he's 10 miles in, and he's like, I could be 1,000 miles above the bottom, or I could be 30 miles above the bottom, and I guess I'll die, he says.
Yeah, well, he's really... like... He does say 30 feet. He could be 30 feet above the ground.
I think falling 30 feet's gonna fuck you up real bad, Doctor.
Well, no, he says, like, he literally mumbles, like, I could probably survive 30 feet. Ida is like, you're not gonna drop down 30 feet. I'm gonna pull you back up. And he's like...
Nope.
If I'm gonna asphyxiate to death up there, and then he just starts unhooking his harness.
He pulls a fucking Jefferson where he's like, I would rather die in the Satan pit than asphyxiate with you, Ida. Now, by the way...
she's like, wait, Doctor, please, I don't want to die up here alone. And the Doctor just says, I know, and continues unhooking himself.
If you want to die, just throw yourself into the Satan pit. Goodbye!
I'll meet you at the bottom. Bye! Whee!
He does this thing. Here's my criticism, because I like Rose in this episode. But part of me has a problem, because he says, like, oh, when you get back up there, tell Rose, blank, oh, never mind, she knows. And it's like, okay, is this the fucking Dr. Rose ship that I hate the most? But my problem is, I like Rose, but part of me thinks, is Rose super, super special because she's just the companion that the Doctor wants to kiss? Is that why she's like gets to do shit and be like interesting as an active participant? Is that why? Because I don't like that if that's why.
No, I don't think so. That's not the sense that I got. In fact, is this where he says the rose thing?
He says, may your day smell sweet as a rose, and then he drops himself into the pool. That's how he should have killed... Sorry. That's how he could have killed the devil at the end, is if he said the Doctor Who prayer.
He did. He said
he said it on the TV.
That's right. I forgot. Okay, so yeah, what happens here is, just to pull it back, because we're almost to that point.
Right.
Is that Rose, Danny, and Toby and Zachary all reunite. And Zachary, he does some stuff to boost the comm signal, whatever. So he... the doctor's like talking to Ida, and he's like, "Oh, are you religious?" as he's unhooking his harness. And she's like, "Well, I was brought up neoclassic congregational, but I've never really been religious." And he says,
"I just don't like all the weird rituals they do with the juggling."
He says, "Do they have a devil?" And she says, "No, just men." And he says, "Same thing in the end," which pretty. I would say that is a pretty limp feminism moment.
That weird fucking. What was that about?
I don't think that really did much for the cause.
Looks at the camera. Honest. Looks at the camera. Men are the devil. And he said, "Yeah, I mean," he says, and that's when boys went to Jupiter. You see,
to get more stupider.
I
just love that in the middle of this, he's just like,
Do you know?
I'm a feminist. And she's like,
can I be honest? I was so. Like, I guess my mind was so not in that space for that line that I thought that she was saying men as in the human race are the embodiment of evil. Like, we are our own devil in the means that we can cause cruelty and harm to our world. And I was like, wow, that is actually kind of a fascinating sentiment for religion, that there is no devil. Evil is something that is a construct of our own. That's a very powerful, like, thought for religion. But I think it's way funnier if it's just men, dudes, guys. Guys are the devil, and it's a religion that says lads are the devil, and you got to watch out for them. I like that.
So I think that this is where the doctor, and I thought this was interesting, is where he's like sort of reflecting on the good point that
you know what I have to say. Earlier, you know what I have to say to all you neo-congregationalists out there, by the way? We're just normal men. Just innocent men.
Just innocent men.
Just innocent men.
He's like, Satan made a good point. I'm a Satanist now. He's like, I never really thought about it, but I guess I do have all these rules for what I think is right in the universe. Like, and when he said that he came from before this universe,
it's good when the doctor
I'm like
gets
having
knocked
to grapple
down
with the fact
notches.
that I have a baseless belief that I only believe it because it feels correct.
Right, like the doctor thinks he knows everything because he's 1,000 to 2,000 years old, but the universe is a big ass place. Who's to say there isn't a big PS2 monster at the bottom of this hole?
And I think it's interesting though. He says the reason that I travel is so that I can find things that will prove me wrong.
I think that's cool. I mean, I think
that's cool.
I think it's cool, but I also, whenever the doctor says a line like that, I just know that it's contradicting like 30 other lines that he said in other episodes.
I just want to be debated in the marketplace of ideas.
Right. The doctor's just out here
He's treating the entire universe like r/change my view.
The doctor is just looking to be challenged. He sits down at a fucking Ricky Gervais comedy show and he's like, this is what I've been looking for my entire life. This is the challenge I needed.
But this is where the last thing he says before he fully unhooks himself is he says, "Tell Rose," and then he just pauses for a while, and then he goes, "She knows," and then he drops down into the pit. Mm-hmm. And he drops down right as they get through on the radio.
Oh no! And Rose is like freaking out and screaming and yelling.
I think that it's intentionally ambiguous what he was saying, but I interpreted it just as like, he and Rose have been traveling together for a while now, and he's like, what do I need to say as my last message to Rose? But he basically is just like, anything that I could tell her, she already knows.
That's a good read of it, and I like that read, and I like it a lot more than.
But I'm sure that for the shippers, this is the moment.
I want to give you a big kiss. I want it because you, Rose, our age gap is not problematic. He says.
Ida gets back and she's like, "Rose, the doctor wanted me to tell you something, but he didn't say what it was." And she's like, "Oh, he was going to say that he wanted to give me a big kiss."
When I wake up, every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny, he said. Rose is screaming and yelling, and she doesn't like that the doctors went down into the Satan pit.
Yeah, they let Billie Piper hold the orb of acting for this scene.
Yeah, and then they let Zachary hold the orb of tasering Rose for this scene.
No, they inject her.
They inject her, that's right.
Because,
they're gonna get on the rocket and get off this rock.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm not fucking going." And Zachary's like, "Okay, well..."
He's in the Satan pit. It's in the title, Rose. He's not coming out of that Satan pit.
But I like that it doesn't feel like an irrational, like, no, I can't leave. It's like it feels more like
I could save him.
And also, like, it's I believe in him.
Right.
Like, I don't think that he's dead.
If he went around dying all the time, I wouldn't have to trust him.
And she also says, like, he wouldn't leave me, so I'm not going to leave him. But,
not to sit here and speculate about the Doctor's regeneration cycles, but if he was, like, if the Satan pit was full of fire or whatever, and he climbs down there and just dies, or like if he falls down there and
would he just wake up in a pit of fire and die
again and again and again until he runs out of lives,
or until he respawns as someone who's super tall,
until he goes long leg mode. He just keeps dying until Stephen Moffat can rewrite his regeneration cycle to give him some moon shoes to jump out of the pit.
Stephen, help me! Ah!
He keeps dying in the pit until he learns.
Stephen, please help! Ah!
He learns how to corpse hover like in Zelda speedrunning. He's just floating up and up and up and up. Rose, give me my tinkle tuner. Wait, it's the second time in 2 episodes that I mentioned tinkle tuners.
I wanted to say, when I was editing, your tingle tuner joke from last week made me laugh out loud. I completely didn't catch it.
It was really funny, but I said tingle turner, which is not what it's called. I'm very pissed off about it.
Oh no!
It's okay.
I'll fix it in post.
People got what it meant. People got it
in very post because the episode's already up and people.
We have to rewrite the memory of our listeners.
I'll bribe all of our listeners to think that you said Tingy Tuner.
Anyways. Oh yeah, I did say Tingy Tuner. That's what it was.
So this is where, Zachary's like, I'm not losing anyone else.
Except for the Doctor.
He sedates her while the others hold her. And they, like, drag her into the hallway. And the Ood are, like, twitching on the ground. And Danny says the telepathic field is reasserting itself. Okay.
The Doctor wakes up on the ground alive and his helmet's open, which is not good, but it's actually good because he's breathing because there's oxygen and a big pile of pillows at the bottom, a cushion of air.
He says he landed on a cushion of air.
Here's an F+ joke for all of our listeners. Cushion with air!
Okay, great. I like the idea, like, hey, I'm already on a cushion of air. Can I just jump off a building then?
I don't think it works like that. Okay, but it's fucking space wizard god Jesus technology from
okay, so if I fall from outer space, then I'll pass through the atmosphere and then I'll be on a cushion of air.
We don't know what the air is made of. Air can be a mixture of any kind of gases. So maybe this is made of
oxygen, nitrogen, and pillows.
It's fucking gaseous pillows that make you and you get a big umbrella and you say the line from that funny movie where he says, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all." Remember that? Remember that
movie? You mean that like Fortnite magazine?
It's a reference to a movie. I guess you've never seen it because you've never seen any of the bad Marvel movies. It's a reference to what's that movie called? Guardians of the. I don't remember what it's called.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
2.
I have seen that.
2.
I don't remember. Oh, 2. Okay. So wait. Sorry. We're talking about some weird shit here because this is a reference that we made on Jurgenit to what was at the time going around was a Fortnite comic or magazine for children.
Funny fart jokes where
they were doing fart jokes, and one of them had an umbrella and said, "I'm Mary Parpins, y'all," because they're all farting and it goes parp.
Yeah, and that's a reference to the movie Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where a guy
So the Fortnite thing made a reference to Guardians of the Galaxy 2 making a Mary Poppins reference.
Yes, exactly.
But with farts.
But people thought it was funny because he said, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all." Which maybe the fucking children, the Fortnite playing children, the 8-year-olds who are playing Fortnite, who, well, I don't know why I'm getting so hung up on this, because this is like a bit from like 4 years ago, but the 8-year-old children playing Fortnite were like, ha ha ha, Mary Poppins, I know what that is.
We referenced it in a episode title. Grace puts on her parp shirt.
Great.
That's there forever now.
That's on the internet forever, along with Harambe Pickle Rick.
Well, that's good. So, they are... The Doctor's in the hole. He hits the ground. He's alive. And he's like, why am I alive? He tries to radio Ida. I like this part where he's like, I can't hear Ida, but I don't know if she can hear me, so I'm just going to keep talking to her. I thought that was
He's like, there's air down here. Ida, jump. It'll be so cool.
You'll be fine. Rose, meanwhile, she wakes up. She's on the rocket. They took her to the rocket. She's like, let me go. But he's like, the rocket's launching.
Both Ida and the doctor
both hear it launch. And
so they're both trapped on the planet orbiting the black hole or whatever. Did we mention that the planet's orbiting a black hole?
Yeah, it's in the previously on.
Okay.
Rose grabs Zachary's one bolt gun.
Chunky fucking cool ass.
It says, hey, remember this gun? You should have fired it at the ground because now I have a bolt to fire.
Would you say, wait, are you saying that if they show a gun in the first act of Doctor Who episode, that it's going to get fired in the last act of the Doctor Who episode? Is there a name for that kind of thing? Is there a name for that kind of trope in media?
Captain Zachary Blaze's gun? He had a full name. It was a very silly name.
Yeah.
Captain Zachary Cross Flame of Sanctuary Base 6, representing the Torchwood Archive.
That
is
what it was. Almost as cool of a name as Lady Christina D'Souza, the comedy, the burglar aristocrat. Fuck, she's so cool!
So cool. So, she threatens to kill Zachary, but he's like, you're not gonna fucking do that. And she's like, okay, yeah, I'm not. No. The Doctor, meanwhile, he finds cave paintings on the walls of people fighting and defeating the beast, and they imprison it, and then he finds 2 big jars on pedestals, and he's like,
this sounds interesting.
Well, this is probably breaking these will be good or bad.
We like it. They're his canonic
And then he looks
jars.
up and he's face to face with a PS2 devil.
There's a big PS2 devil in there, and the devil's like roaring and clawing, and he's got big I gotta say, this devil's like, this is old Iron King. This is big-ass fucking giganto devil with big chains, like 100 feet tall. Big guy. He's Icon of Sin, is what he is. And he looks great, and I like him.
Did you just make 2 different Final Fantasy references?
Icon of Sin is from Doom. What was the other one I said? I haven't seen
any of these things.
Okay, fuck you. I said Old Iron King, which is Dark Souls 2, and I said Icon of Sin, which is a reference to a video game that's like 100 years old.
Actually, I guess I should just assume whenever you don't reference any... Moving on. Never mind. Forget it. I don't know your references. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I only know references to Fortnite comics referencing Guardians of the Galaxy, referencing Mary Poppins.
Sorry for referencing a video game that you haven't played.
So Toby is on the rocket, and he starts doing an evil laugh, and Danny's like, what's so funny? And he's like, just that we escaped.
Yeah, he just wanted to, like, trick people into thinking he was Satan. What if Rose just, like, blasted him real bad?
This is important. Because they mentioned in the previously on that the space station and the planet are held in a locked orbit around the black hole by a gravity funnel.
Right.
And Toby says that the gravity funnel is holding, which is important
for later.
For a moment from now.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And the Doctor, he's face to face with the goddamn devil, and he's like, well...
But the devil isn't, like, talking... He's not being like, hello, welcome to my cool house. Can you let me go, please? He's like, rah X3.
Yes, and the Doctor, he thinks about it. He's like, trying to figure out, like, why did you bring me here? Like, is there a ritual or some magic, some other shit that I don't believe in because I'm an atheist that you want me to do? And then he's like, wait a minute. Maybe it's not that you can't talk, or maybe it's not that you won't talk. It's
maybe
that you can't
talk.
And he's like, well, I heard you talking earlier. You were very intelligent, very philosophical, but this is just an angry beast. And he's like, the intelligence has left the body. And then we go to Toby, and he's like,
I'm going to have so much fornication when I'm out of here.
And Zachary's like, oh, Toby, you're always laughing.
And then he starts breathing fire. Does he breathe fire yet? Or is
that happens in a little bit, but he will start breathing fire soon.
It's so cool when he breathes fire.
Zachary's like, you good, Toby? And he's like, yes, sir.
We're on our way back to planet Earth. I can't wait to get there and be the Antichrist, Toby. Can you imagine if the Wait, hold on. Can you imagine if the Antichrist showed up and his name was Toby?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, he would make a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be
so the Doctor is like talking it through. He's like, okay, you've been down here since maybe before the universe
The whole time
existed.
He's doing this talk, by the way, the devil's going, rah, rah.
Yeah, and the Doctor's making silly faces.
And he's making funny faces.
And he's like, This prison is perfect. It's an eternal prison, which means probably the prison is the black hole. It's like holding you in place. So probably opening the prison would mean releasing the gravity field, which would then send this planet falling into the black hole, killing your body. But your body is here, but your brain, your mind isn't here. And he's like, oh shit. You didn't summon me here and make an air cushion for me. The people who imprisoned you here put an air cushion so that somebody, at some point, if the well ever opens up, can get down here and stop you from escaping. And then he's like, I'm gonna smash these damn jars.
Oh, my ore, my jars!
I'm going Link mode. No! I'm gonna smash these jars.
Not my jars!
And then he's like, but you're very smart, which means you would have known that this would happen. So he's like, aha, your bargaining chip is that if I smash this and the black hole sucks everything up,
you'll kill Rose.
Rose will fall into the black hole and die.
But you forgot about one thing. I'm the mother-flipping doctor. Smashes jars.
Yes, in a minute.
Yeah.
Rose back on the ship. Toby hasn't revealed himself yet. Somehow. It really feels like he has, but he hasn't.
He's listening to his favorite metal music. He's playing Dungeons and Dragons, all things that Satan loves the most.
And
I'm calling.
Like,
I'm on the phone with my good personal friend Hillary Clinton. Do you want any?
Oh shit! Oh, no. Rose is like, and this is important because this is Rose being very actively engaged with the plot as the companion of the episode. Is that she's like, something's not right here. Like, if this is the fucking devil we're talking about, why did it just send some ood at us? And then we pushed a button and they all fell asleep and then we left.
Surely he's got another trick up his proverbial
Like, the devil was the one who, like, turned off the power and cut the comms. Like, right. Why was it so easy? Oh my god, the devil wanted us to escape. And then Toby just leans over and is like, shut up, Rose.
Shut up! I did note down that he said, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Only the doctor can say that.
This is where the doctor, he's like, whatever your plan is where I don't smash this jar because I don't want Rose to die, you're missing one thing, which is that Rose...
is pretty fucking cool, dude.
Is epic, and then he smashes the jar. And then Rose, well, the gravity field collapses, and the rocket starts getting sucked down to the black hole. This is where the doctor is like...
This is your freedom! Free to die! You're going into that black hole, and I'm riding with
you. Rose looks at the she sees like all the black hole shit going crazy.
He's like, well, that's not good.
Toby goes devil mode again. He's got.
Well, that's really not good.
He starts breathing fire and yelling about how he's the devil and how
he's like, I am rage, I am ferocity, I am the prince and the fool.
Sorry, I'll stop the joke about that. And then, okay, Yaz test canceled. No one's
so
ever gonna...
good.
I gotta stop being like, it's only cool when companions kill people. Because on this one and our last Patreon episode, that seems to be my conclusion. And I don't believe that. But, just this once, Rose, stone cold, ice cold, cold as hell... grabs the fucking cool bolt gun.
She turns into Doom Guy.
She shoots the window, says, by the way, go to hell. And then she
unclasps Toby's
This is Ice Cold! This is a person! He's possessed,
and he gets sucked out the window into the black hole.
That's a guy!
Not anymore.
That was a guy, and he got...
Bye, Toby. Oh, the devil did it.
You notice,
well.
Later, by the way, in like 2 minutes of the episode, Danny is like, well, we set out to make a discovery, and now we're gonna be, or Zachary says this, we're gonna be the first humans ever to fall in the black hole. That's not true! Because you did this to Toby before! He's the first guy to...
they, as a group.
I just think, listen, if I was Jefferson, in my list of ways that I'd want to die, suffocate versus instant death by Zappy versus get spaghettified in a hole so dense that no light can escape it. Something that that a scientist could not even dream of what that must feel like. I think I would probably take the air suck. But apparently Rose is gonna do this to Toby, a guy who is possessed by the devil, but we don't know that he's not too far gone. But I guess she knew that this was a sacrifice that had to be made.
I like the idea, though, that, we would then, like, cut to another universe and the devil just, like, pops out of a black hole and he's like, I'm here now!
Wait! Maybe it doesn't send him to another universe. Maybe it sends him back in time, so far back in time that he's delivered into the same spot before the universe even existed.
And Klasky is there, and he's like, no! Oh,
great. I like that every time someone goes back in time, they go, and he's like, hello, Toby, let me teach you about racism, and that's where the devil came from.
Klasky is like, you're probably wondering where you are, and more importantly, when you are. Well, I have a brief
Thank
orientation.
you so much. I almost forgot to mention the part where a character says, where are we, when are we in this episode?
Despite this being part 2 and there's no time travel in it.
Well, that
does happen.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they fling him into a black hole. Zachary, like, puts up the emergency window for when the window gets shot open. And the beast catches fire even more than it was already on fire, which is good.
Well, the beast is the devil. Doesn't he love being on fire? Hell yeah!
And the doctor, he like stumbles away as the planet starts to get like sucked into the black hole, and then he falls over and he slumps over against the TARDIS. Welcome back, you horny old bitch.
Am I hard to see you, TARDIS? And he gets it.
I have no idea what was. I don't know why the TARDIS. Whatever.
Why did the TARDIS show up, and why did he call her a horny old bitch? Very strange. But yeah, why is it? I mean, I guess, the TARDIS has a mind of its own, you see.
Yeah, I don't know why it's here. Whatever.
Yeah, well, it's here because it needs
Maybe
to
that
be
would
here.
make sense if we saw part one, but we didn't.
I've got it.
Okay.
This episode is all about the devil, Satan, devil, the beast, and how this sucks. How did the Doctor get saved? He got saved by the TARDIS. What kind of device is the TARDIS? It's a time machine.
A police box.
Are you familiar with the concept of Deus Ex Machina?
Yes.
What if we interpret this very, very literally? God in the machine.
I think I joked earlier that God literally gives him the TARDIS.
Yeah, God is the TARDIS and the devil is the devil. And now we know.
God is the TARDIS.
God is the TARDIS, yeah. God in the machine. Deus Ex Machina.
Sure, why not? We're gonna find out fucking Solo style in a future episode that there's like a very cool lady who got put into the TARDIS and that would be really or something.
Yeah, that'd be really funny. And like the Doctor kisses her and he's horny.
Okay, well now I'm assuming that's an episode that you've already seen at this point.
Yes, anyway. The one where the Doctor has sex with his own TARDIS.
The more you say it, the more certain I am that it did actually already happen. Sam.
You were trying to tell me that you think there is an episode about the Doctor putting that sweet time thing into the living sexual embodiment of his own fucking police box time machine.
I think you'll find that in pretty much every episode that we've watched, the Doctor's penis is inside the TARDIS.
No, that doesn't happen.
Along with the rest of him. Anyway, so
they're getting sucked into the black hole. But
Danny's like, oh, well, it all fell in the black hole. That sucks.
How many times is a spaceship
be pretty cool.
How many times is a spaceship about to be destroyed and the Doctor shows up and goes, here I am on my TARDIS. Hello.
I mean, this is the second time.
Second time. But
I'm
not
saying, that many, but.
Well, in our 11 or 12 episodes of watching the show, that's what? That's 2/6. That's 2. What? No. It's fractions. Hold on. Fuck you. Don't laugh. That's 1/6 of the episodes that we've lost. That's like 15%. That's not. Yeah, that's like 15-ish% of our Doctor Who experiences.
I don't want ish. Doctor. How exactly? What percentage? Also, I think this is our 13th episode.
Oh, I can't do that math. I'm really sad that I got to had to embarrass myself by trying to do math on our podcast.
Don't worry, I'll cut it.
No, you won't.
Play it 8 times in a row.
You're gonna slow it down and make it take longer of me trying to it's like 2/3.
Wait, is this 12 or 13?
Oh, man.
I've got nothing going on after this.
That's true. I've never denied it.
So the rocket starts turning around.
Oh my god.
And they just get a call on the radio, and he's
Here
like,
I am.
Captain Doctor, you have a wrong title on board.
It's funny o'clock. Here we go.
And he says, I'm towing you home. My people practically invented black holes. Well, they did.
What the fuck does that mean, Doctor? Remember when we found out that he was...
I think that it's... Didn't we get this as Remembrance of the Daleks lore? That the Seventh Doctor said that the first black hole was the guy who invented time travel becoming a black hole or something like that?
That might be the case.
I don't think it was that exact. It was something like that. He also has Ida on the TARDIS. She's unconscious from lack of oxygen. And he says, I wasn't able to save the Ood, unfortunately, but they were only slaves, so who gives a shit?
Oh my god, the way this episode ends is so truly deranged. Can I please tell you how this episode... Can I please tell our listeners...
We're almost there. Rose and the Doctor reunite, and they have a hug on the TARDIS. They have a
sexual hug, yeah.
Danny and Ida are like, what was that big blue box?
They have what The Sims... I learned this as a child from The Sims, is they share what is known in The Sims as an amorous hug, which is like a more sensuous hug than a regular hug.
Have angry poop.
And they're going, Zava? Oh, Shafete.
Oh, hey.
That's every one of our podcasts where we've done an impression of Simlish, I think.
I like when the Doctor is like, folks, the next time you find some weird ominous ship, oh, who am I kidding? Humans will always jump into the Satan pit.
It's literally in our DNA, because the monkeys reproduce by cum explosion.
Yep. What? And Ida is like, what did you find down there anyway? I couldn't tell if this was the Doctor lying or being honest about how much he doesn't know.
Where he says, like, I don't know, right?
Yeah, he's like, I don't really know what it was, but isn't it more fun not to know everything?
I think that he didn't know. I think he didn't know where it came from. I don't think he knew what it was or what kind of creature it was, and that was...
Yeah, I'm surprised that he didn't say, like, I mean, it was a giant monster.
It was meaningful.
I don't know exactly what its nature was, but it was a giant horned beast.
It was Toby sent to the beginning of time.
It was a big Toby. And Rose is like, hey, Doctor, what was the thing that it said about me dying in battle in 4 episodes? And he's like, no.
Stay tuned to find out. Yeah.
And
then this is how the episode ends. Zachary does his duty to report the deaths of all of the crew. He says, final report, death of Toby Zed with honors. Ood 1 Alpha 1 with honors. Ood 1 Alpha 2 with honors.
And it goes on for 2 hours.
All the way home, all the way back to Earth. How many Ood were on this ship? Ood 6 Alpha 95. That one was kind of a piece of shit. No honors for that one. Sam, do you want to talk about the next time on?
Well, next time on Doctor Who, there's going to be like a band and a weird guy in a suit. And the weird guy in the suit sends the band to find Rose. And one of the band members meets Rose's mom in a laundromat. And she's like, I showed you me knickers.
And there's like a guy who looks like he's like wearing a suit. Yeah, he's wearing a suit and a big hat. And there's a guy who opens a door and another PlayStation monster shows up.
It's got like nasty sloppy teeth and mouth.
Like a little, like a small geeky woman who's like, he's called the Doctor. You notice that?
Very weird.
Very weird episode.
Probably a good episode.
Probably a really good episode, yeah.
The Satan Pit. I thought it was good. I thought that all the stuff that didn't involve the Doctor or Rose...
I liked the episode until I was like really stewing on the role of slavery that this episode decided to have.
When the Doctor was doing stuff and Rose was doing stuff, it was great. When anyone else was doing stuff, it was fucking stupid. Weird. And also, I think they liked slavery.
I think they liked and killed all their slaves, and then after they killed all their slaves, they saluted the dead slaves that they had just killed. They said, "Thank you for your service."
They launch like hundreds of Ood slaves into a black hole.
It is literally the most you could possibly kill a person.
And then he's just like,
"Thank you,
Captain's log. I will now say the name of every Ood that we kill." And it's like, Did they kill the Ood?
Yes.
I don't know. I think the devil made it pretty impossible for the Ood to get out of this one alive. However,
guess. They did kill the
Ood.
Ood.
Their slaves.
The Ood were their slaves, and they did kill the Ood, and then they were.
They might like it though. We haven't seen it. They might. It's hard to say until we see the previous episode. We don't know if the Ood liked it.
We also don't know if the Ood liked being in a black hole, which is what I thought you were talking about.
I love being in a black hole.
We love it.
The only thing better than being a slave
is being in a black hole.
In a black hole with the devil. Oh, Jordan, I give this episode a B.
C+.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot, and it was cool, but I do have to dock it some points for the slavery and the completely unchallenging role that it played in the episode, which is that they don't ever talk about it. Maybe they talk about it in the Impossible Planet, but if you're watching this show out of order, which is the correct way to watch it, you don't get
Stop talking.
Yeah.
No more opinions.
Give us an episode, please. I want
Stop being such high numbers.
I want Matt Smith.
No, this is like very late Jody.
Oh, I'm sick of I hate what? Oh no.
Series 12, episode 4, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror.
Ooh, I heard this one's cool. I heard this one's fun.
I've been told this is a great one.
I heard this one's cool. Okay, why not?
Okay.
All right.
I'll like Jody again.
Let's see if Crisp's Chibnall is here to delight us, or to give us is he here to delight us?
No, this is not written by Chris.
Oh, well, maybe that's why it's good.
We will have Graham and Ryan again.
Yeah, like Graham. I hope that they solve a problem by like Graham tells Tesla about how buses work.
Okay, so this is the second series of Jody, I believe.
Okay, all right, why not? I like time travel.
Rankscore has already happened, so it's all downhill from here.
No. I will be cautiously optimistic about this episode. Let's wrap it up.
I hope I like it.
I hope I like it too.
You know, Jordan, there's a place on the internet that people can go if they like this podcast and want to support us with money.
What is it?
Well, it's patreon.com/pottingbros, where $1 gets you a mildly special Discord role marking you as lightly coated in slime and gets you access to all of our bonus content, including the fucking episode that we did on Beastly, and also we have been watching classic Doctor Who. Next time, we're going to meet the second Doctor.
I keep saying that he's the one who plays the recorder, but that's the third Doctor. I'm sorry. The second Doctor is another old man.
He's the one with the bowl cut.
Is he the one who plays the recorder? No, third Doctor is the one who plays the recorder.
He's the one who unscrews or screws something.
I need to look at what this fucking guy looks like.
He has a stupid haircut.
Oh, wait, this is the recorder Doctor.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
The episode, the opening music will be played on his recorder.
He's the one who looks like Mo Howard.
$5 gets you a pretty special Discord role marking you as entirely covered in slime, and you can get a shout out in the podcast. You will get a shout out in the podcast, and you can send us a message.
You must get a shout out in the podcast
that we'll read in one of our very, very good voices that you like. $10 gets you all that, plus an incredibly special Discord role marking you as a companion of the show made of slime, which lets you listen to the podcast live while we record it. Jordan.
Yep.
I always want to do the message first. Shout out to our $10 and $5 subscribers: Cassidy, Destryhawk, HK, Dan Big Challenge Silva, JCH, Roy, Stephanie B, Stephanie Karen, and Tasty Sea Sponge.
Thank you.
We got a message from Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
I think this is you.
I think it's my turn.
This is a request for Kyle voice. My new mouse is very loud. I'm sorry.
I can do Kyle voice.
Kyle XY, if anyone doesn't know that we did a Kyle XY podcast.
If you're like tuning in from just Doctor Who, you're like, why do they talk about this show that Dan, you can't. Okay. All right.
I remember this episode. This is in season 1.
This is a quote from Kyle XY, but actually
this was something that he said after Steven gave him the talk at the pool.
Right. But it's actually a quote from acclaimed developer of video games Shigeru Miyamoto.
From a clickhole interview.
No, apparently. From real life. Oftentimes I'll see advertisements for porn games and they say, try not to come. But then when you play the game, it seems like the object is to come. So yes, I would call that bad game design.
Shigeru Miyamoto on his revolutionary career at Nintendo.
In fucking Kyle voice. Big brains, Dan. Big brains. Big brains. Goddamn. Alright, well, we should take this... Well, we're on the Noise Space Network. That's one thing you gotta know.
That's also a reference to Kyle XY.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't ever get that one out of me. Sam, what are some great shows that people should listen to on Noise Space?
It was at this moment that my computer blue screened. But Jordan's gone. Jordan has shit to do. I'm still here. Folks, you can listen to other podcasts on Noise Space like The Island Shuffle, which was the last words out of my mouth when my computer blue screened. So, just saying, you do the math. LMNOP about Elementary. Gay Friends Chainsaw Dog Sanctuary. Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks. Check them out. All those podcasts. You can also listen to my other podcasts. Sounds About Light about Kingdom Hearts. 0 to 0, where we are currently inexplicably week to week alternating watching either half an hour of Blade or half an hour of the Fantastic Four, and we're going to do that until we get through all 6 of those movies. Listen to Jordan's podcast, Kamurocho Radio, about Yakuza. Listen to Slappers Only about video game music. Listen to these podcasts, check them out, have fun, enjoy life. And speaking of life, we all know that God is real. And we all know that God cares about our eternal souls, but there's someone else who cares about our eternal souls. And that's the Doctor and his companions. And I'd like to say a little prayer that they say at Doctor Who conventions the world over, and they said it in this episode to beat the devil. That's how they won. And the prayer goes as follows. May your life flow like a river. May your days smell sweet as a rose. I just remember we're on co-host at Dr. Huh. We're on Tumblr at Dr. Huh. I'm on co-host at Positive Stress. Jordan's on Tumblr as Punish Breakfast. We're on Twitter at Potting Bros. May your nights... May your life flow like a river. May your days smell sweet as a rose. May your nights be calm and still as a pond. May you be as lucky as an ace in a game of blackjack Harkness. And may the Doctor light your path through time. And may Dan the Man smile upon you.